When a particle is making a circular motion, how can it make a circular motion? We have to apply force, use our energy to develop velocity in that particle, and because of that it will make a circular motion. So that energy is converted into the kinetic energy of that particle. We want to calculate that if a particle is having mass m and it's moving with velocity v in circular motion, how much is its energy in the terms of rotational quantities? This. So if it is moving here, it has got mass m, velocity v, then its energy, we know how much it is. Kinetic energy of rotating particle. We need not prove it, this is already proved. Kinetic energy of a particle is half mv square. This is linear velocity. Now, this kinetic energy, we want to convert it into rotational terms. So, here we write it this way, half m. V is equal to r omega. We know that. Linear velocity v is equal to radius into angular velocity. This we have already done. Okay, so kinetic energy is equal to half m v square. V square is equal to r square omega square. And this mr square is, if it is making a rotational motion, then mr square is supposed to be its moment of inertia. So this is half I omega square. This is moment of inertia of this one particle, this. And this is kinetic energy of this one particle. Now for a system of particle, if there are n particles, then in a system, in a rigid body, what remain constant, what remain common? Answer, their angular velocity is common when a body is rotating. So omega for all of them is same. So how much will be the total kinetic energy? For a system of n particles, total kinetic energy is equal to half omega square is common for them, then it is I1, I2 up to In. And this we know is moment of inertia of the complete body. So this we can write as half I omega square. This is total kinetic energy of system of particles for a body. So we started with one particle and the kinetic energy for a body is half I omega square, where I is moment of inertia of that body. And mind it, that moment of inertia is not always mr square, because that r is geometrical r. So if it is a disk, then this I itself is half mr square. If it is a sphere, then this I is equal to 2 upon 5 mr square, like that. That is why we use here only I and not m and r, because m and r are different for different geometrical bodies. So this is the formula for kinetic energy in rotation. Now we come to kinetic energy of a rolling body. For that, first we see what is the meaning of a rolling body, but that we will see in the next lecture when we discuss the rolling motion. Thank you.